So we concluded with the words of Lord Sachs: sacrifices are a substitute for violence directed at mankind. Sacrifices were not understood to be ends in themselves. Rather, the sacrificial system reflected a massive stage in human development as our forebears sought to create a world free of person-to-person violence. So the prophets were not wrong or out of line when they pointed out that the end game here is not sacrifice, but rather creating a civilization in which people can sublimate their drive toward violence by letting justice roll down like water and righteousness as a mighty stream. It would be foolish for us to deny the powerful attractiveness of violence within the human psyche, an attractiveness that does not seem destined to disappear anytime soon. We need but look around ourselves. We need but watch the live coverage of a brutal, dehumanizing war and acknowledge both our revulsion and our less than lofty interest at looking at those pictures. We are left with one obvious question. Since there is no animal sacrifice today, what are we doing to diminish the attractiveness of violence? We don't have priests and animals and the temple. What do? The first answer obviously is not enough. Whatever it is we do isn't enough. Oh yeah, we watch sports, violence. We compete in so many different ways in our lives. Absolutely. But Judaism has, with profound insight, turned its primary focus toward the very brokenness of the human psyche from which violence first emerges. They've given up the two original core purposes of sacrifice, and today we are interested in taking that second part. How do we deal with our broken human psyches out of which violence emerges? If the chains, Judaism says, with which we bind that fiery lion's whelp, remember the Yetzirah, are chains not of iron, not of steel, chains of social justice, of economic and political justice, of respect for the humanity of others, of a passion for saving our environment, of dissolving barriers of hatred and suspicion created to push away from us anyone who happens to be different from ourselves, then in those circumstances, with those chains, we can control and redirect our most challenging qualities. No, they're not the same as sacrifices, but such acts would be the noblest sacrifices of them all. Shabbat Shalom, my friends. Have a great week, and let's keep praying for peace.